That it does. Well, let's head back out to the Dome because Reggie Bush has made his way to the podium, and let's listen in live.
When's the last time you felt this fresh? It looked like you were really moving as well as you've moved in a long time.
It's coming off of the injury that I had last year. The microfracture was a pretty extensive injury, and I don't know if a lot of people understand how extensive an injury is, but you never really fully yourself until about a year. It usually takes about a year to just become fully yourself. I mean, you can play at 6 months, but you're not really fully yourself. So it's been a while since I felt this rested and this good, and I kind of been nursing the injury for the first part of the season. And, I think Coach Payton knew that, and we both knew that going into the season. And, our plan was just kind of just try to get me to the postseason and then from there on allow me to make plays and do whatever else, they asked me to.
Reggie. Hello. Reggie, you've had production, great production in games like this for this franchise. What is it about these games that you love so much, and would you consider this, to be, all things considered, your best game?
Well, I definitely would consider it to be my best postseason game. Just in thinking about the first year when we played, I definitely would consider it to be my best postseason game. But these types of games are the games you live for. As a football player, as an athlete, as a competitor, this is what you work all year long for in the off season, in training camp, throughout the season in each game, and this is what you work for to get to this point. And I think it's. The quote is true that big time players make big time plays in games like this, and I knew I was going to get a lot of opportunities today to make plays and just be a difference maker for my team, and I just try to make the most of them every time I got the ball in my hands.
Reggie, you're saying you're healthy as you've been this season, maybe in the last couple seasons. Is that a byproduct of seeing you being much more aggressive, much more physical in your running style?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Just because of, like I said, in the first half of the season, I was kind of nursing the injury, and not that I wasn't trying to be aggressive, but feeling this good, physically, you have room for punishment and just punishing the defense. And another thing is, we talked yesterday just about being the most aggressive team for 60 minutes, and Coach Payton handed out bats to the whole team, and on the bat it said "Bring the wood." And basically, all that meant was just be aggressive and the most physical team on the field today for 60 minutes. And I try to do my part in that every time I got the ball.
Hey, Reg, when you led the team out on the field with the stick, what's all that about, my friend?
The stick or the bat?
The bat. The Hill Ridge Bradsby bat.
Yeah. What did you say? I'm sorry, what was the question?
What was that all about?
Is that I brought the bat out just because, it kind of just represented to me who we are and who we were going to be all day today. And, except for that, that first run with Hightower broke a long run, I think you saw a pretty physical, aggressive team on both sides of the ball and special teams today too. And, so for me, that's why I brought the bat out. And then, on top of that, I just wanted, a reminder every time I came to the sideline, just reminding myself, AJ, just continue to be physical, continue to be aggressive. Every time, even if I don't have the ball in my hands, just continuing to put pressure on the secondary or whatever it is to give, my teammates a chance to get open and make plays.
Reggie, can you describe the feeling running out of the tunnel, not only with the bat, with Deuce McAllister next to you, and this crowd of 70,000 going nuts?
It's just one of those things where, it's to have, first of all, to have Deuce back. I think it meant a lot. For our team, for our players, and just have them here with us and have him run out of the tunnel with us, it meant a lot, and when Coach brought him back yesterday, he kind of surprised everybody. I think he just, it was, we wanted to, play for him, and so he also in turn, gave us just, something that, we wanted, like I said, to give him, and he also just encouraging us, just him being there, his presence being there, just encouraged us a lot. So.
Reg, over here on your left.
Sorry.
Just on the first touchdown run, I don't know if you can remember it that well, but can you kind of break down exactly what you were trying to do when you danced out of the crowd? And
it was an outside zone run that we call a lot, and we caught them in their nickel personnel and their smaller package, and obviously wanted to take advantage of that. And so, running the ball and allowing our big offensive line to get on these smaller guys, we felt like would obviously be an advantage for us. And so running that play, it was the hole was wide open. I just tried to hit it as aggressive as possible. And I seen a cornerback coming at me, which kind of surprised me because I saw him at the last second. But he was also kind of being blocked at the same time. So I tried to spin, and it wasn't really a great spin move. And he just I kind of jumped, and he hit me in the back. And I don't know what happened to him, but as soon as I turned around, I seen a D lineman coming at me. I just tried to make a move on him, and when I looked up the field, it was just wide open. So all I had to do, was really make one guy miss.
For those of us who aren't around here much, could you tell us, have you done the baseball bat thing before? Whose bat was it, and did the coach know you were going to do it?
It was Coach Payton's idea. He gave the whole team individually, gave every player on our team a bat yesterday in our meetings. And, he's done it before. And in the past games he's done it before, we've been the most aggressive team on that field for that game. So it's not something, obviously, that you do every week because, I think Coach Payton has certain things that he likes to do for different weeks. And this just happened to be the week where, he gave us bats and basically symbolizing just be the most aggressive team, like I said, for 60 minutes and just give them hell, all day. And he didn't know I was going to bring it out, no. So that was kind of on my own. I brought it out on my own. And actually, when I brought it out, when our kickoff team was starting the game off, he was telling me to go put the bat down now, but I didn't want to. I wanted to go to the kickoff team and let's break it down on the bat before we go out and just start this game off the right way, aggressive. So,
do you remember the last time the offense clicked this much and was this sharp?
Well, I think we've been clicking all year. I think for the past few games, for the exception of this last game we played against Carolina, I don't know if that really counted because not everybody played in that game. But 2 games before that, I think those were the only 2 games where you really didn't see the offense, clicking. You might have seen teams slow us down a little bit, but we've always had a chemistry on this offense ever since I've gotten here. Even from my rookie year, there's always been a certain chemistry, about this offense that we've been able to use to our advantage on the field, in practice, during the off season. And, it's something that is really special, and it's something that you really don't get, on a lot of different teams. So I think it's kind of been our key to success.
Reggie, right here in the middle. It appeared that there were quite a few yards after contact for you guys, not so much for them.
Yes.
Did you kind of pick up on that? Was that fatigue? Was it effort? Was it you were fresh? Could you kind of explain that to us?
I think it's a combination of all of those, everything you just named. A combination of maybe a little fatigue for them. I'm not sure because, it was a shorter week for them. I think it was a combination of us being well-rested as a team. And, we saw some things in our film, just in watching most of their games throughout the year where, runners and the receivers were getting a lot of yards after contact. And so we wanted to exploit that and just to be aggressive, when we got the ball in our hands. And, I think you saw that today. This is something that, like I said, we've seen on film. So that's something that we were expecting to happen today.
One final question. Reggie, a couple of things. One, did Sean Payton kiss you when you came off the field at the end of the game?
I don't want to admit it, but, yeah, he did give me a kiss on the cheek.
And secondly, I saw you talking with Brad Pitt on the sideline before the game. Did you promise him a day like this or something?
No, I didn't promise Brad Pitt a day like this. Actually, the relationship with Brad Pitt stems from the Make It Right Foundation that he has out here. And with him, building homes, I don't know if you guys are well aware of the Make It Right Foundation, but it's actually a great foundation that he's put together, and he's been able to do a lot of tremendous things with just giving families homes again, and something that I've been a part of for the past few years. So that's where that relationship stems from. But he's obviously been a great, I think, ambassador for this city and what he's done, for the people out here. He was one of the main, celebrities to do some work out here, and he's not from here, from what I think, from what I know. So, I think that speaks volumes about his character and what type of guy he is. So,
thanks, Reggie.
All right, thanks.